Alright guys, welcome back to Bad Luck Garage. Before we get started, as usual, I would like to say if you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button, share it with a friend, and if you want to see more, subscribe. Now on to the meat. Our dual stage boost controller, the eBay. It is a copy of the I believe the Turbosmart dual stage boost controller. So what happened was, if you saw the first video, we installed this on our Turbo C10 several months back, and as you could see in the original install and review video, it was working great. You know, it's got a high and a low boost setting. We were able to get both of those to work. Well, fast forward a couple months and we switched out to a larger turbo, and you know, the truck sat for a little while I was building up the money to order the bigger turbo after we burn up the smaller turbo. Well, once we got the bigger turbo back on, this guy didn't seem to be working anymore. If you want to check out that original install video, there will be a link to it in the description of this video. But anyway, the question that's been on my mind, and several of you guys have asked for this video as well, is why did this thing fail? Was it just because it was eBay garbage, or was it something I did, or was it possibly, you know, the elements that it was exposed to? And by that I mean, in the video where it failed, I'd said that I thought maybe water may have gotten down in here and corroded something. But anyway guys, I just checked it again. You know, I was blowing through this and turning the dial and nothing was happening. You know, it was the same amount of air going through, so it's definitely not working for some reason. Now the electronic side is working. You know, when you connect this to 12 volt, you can hear the solenoid in there click where it's switching from low to high boost settings, but it's pretty much worthless if it can't meter the air, and it doesn't matter if it's on low boost or high boost setting. Neither one of these valves is metering air now. So I'm going to tear this guy apart, take a look inside, and we're going to determine if it failed just, you know, because it was garbage, or if it failed because of some other reason. Alright guys, so if you ever wanted to know what was inside one of these dual stage boost controllers, here you go. You got two air metering blocks here, and you can see the bleed off. This is the bleed off on either one of them. This is the first stage. So as the air comes in here, you know, depending on how far up you put this, it'll bleed off air through this valve here. And then this solenoid switches the airflow from this block to this block, and it works the same way. You know, it just, you increase or decrease the amount of air that's bled off through here, and that kind of tricks your wastegate into you know, giving you a little more boost. But I'm going to take it apart a little further here. Now the first thing I want to show you is this rusty ass check ball. You see, well, you can see the rust coming off on my finger, and that's actually the check ball that this little spring goes in here, and there's a check ball in there, and that's what you can see. It's no longer clicking, but that little check ball hitting those ridges right there is what makes it, you know, go click 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 when you turn it, so you don't, you know, over tighten it. But you can see the rust in there as well. So right off the bat, before I even finish pulling this out, right off the bat, we know that water had gotten inside here just by the rustiness of that check ball. Okay, now this is stage one. This is the low boost setting. Now the little O-ring here, this is the adjustment valve, and the little O-ring here, it looks okay, like it should still seal, but I'm seeing some rust right around this edge here. So there should be, oh yeah guys, there's all kinds of goop down in here. Apparently the way this valve works is it doesn't even have a check valve. I guess it just meters air due to how far you unscrew it with this tip here, because as I look down in here, sure enough, there does not seem to be a check ball or check valve or spring down there, which means there's really no reason this shouldn't have been working properly. Pull it further apart here. Grab a little light. Yeah, guys, there is no rust or corrosion down in here. There is down in here, but and you can see the rust in there, but that shouldn't affect the performance because the air is metered further down in here. So like I said, that really should not affect the performance. I'm going to screw this guy back in here and see what happens. Okay, guys, so apparently this is just a faulty design because I'm blowing in here. It is not shutting off the air. It's not limiting the air whatsoever. It's just not working, and I don't know if the air is leaking past the little seal here. Let's see if I can get this off. I don't know if the air is just leaking past the little seal here or what the deal is, but guys, there's no rust in here, and like I said, it's not changing the air that I'm putting through it at all. So apparently I was wrong, and maybe this thing's just garbage, guys. Yeah, maybe it was just air leaks, guys. Maybe it just wasn't assembled properly, or the clearances weren't right or anything. So that's really as far as I need to go. I mean, this was the first stage. You know, this was the low setting part of the boost controller, and it's not controlling any air, so I really don't know what else to say, guys. Apparently this thing is just garbage, and I know I recommended it in my first video that I did on it. I said, wow, this is working great, because it was, but it only lasted about a month, and it's not working anymore, guys. So I don't know if maybe the little rubber O-ring is just, maybe the air's leaking past that, or what the deal is. But yeah, definitely recommend staying away from these eBay dual stage boost controllers.